Hi everyone, how you going? This is just a quick update on what I've been doing recently in Leadwerks. Yeah, what I've been doing is improving my custom character controller. My character controller doesn't rely on any of the Newton physics that comes with Leadwerks, and that includes bodies, gravity, collisions, all that jazz. All the physics is my own implementation, all the collisions are my own implementation. I've done this basically because I want to um, have more control over my character controller for a different type of game. See, there's nothing wrong with the Leadwerks character controller. However, it's more optimized for an FPS sort of game. So let's just get started, and I'll show you. All right. So you see that gravity you just saw with the controller falling down was my own implementation. It wasn't the Newton gravity. And you'll also notice that the scene does not have a body. It's just a mesh. You can see the controller has a body, but the body isn't active. It's just there to show me where the controller is. So it's not actually colliding with anything, um, the body itself. So you can see as it moves, it collides with the floor, so it doesn't fall through the floor. Collides with the walls, all that jazz. Does that pretty well. Steps up on this little steps smaller than like 300 centimeters or something. I mean 30 centimeters. Right, so yeah, that's one thing. That wasn't so hard to do. It's basically done with a ray cast. I shoot a ray cast into the ground, and if to a certain length, and if it doesn't hit, it starts falling, and if it does hit, it moves it up a certain amount depending on how close it hit. So the next part to do was, going up slopes and stuff, and I'll show you that now as it is. You can see it's pretty smooth, and you also notice that going down the hill, it doesn't do little jumps as it falls. It doesn't fall. It doesn't gain air while it's falling. It goes down the hill nicely. Um, which was probably the hardest thing to get working properly, going up and down your smoothie. Originally, what the controller would do was it would go forward a bit, and then it would go, oh, the ground has changed, move up, and then go forward a bit, oh, the ground has changed, then move up, and it would have this effect of this really jittery as you go up the slope, and that was not cool. So I gee, I don't know what happened just then. Never seen that before. Anyway, so yeah, what I did was I implemented a raycast that preempts where the controller is going to be um, in the next frame, and then what it does is the next move command makes the controller move up with the move command, so it's not in two steps going across up, it's in one step going up and across at the same time. So that's how I did that. Concept was simple, and I had the concept in my head for a while, but it took a very long time to implement. And I recall listening to Josh's tutorial on the Leadwerks controller when he said that it took them a very long time to get the controller smooth. And you know what? I think I know what he means now. It is really tough to take out the jitters. So yeah, so you can see that works. I've implemented some jumping with some momentum, which works pretty nicely. Jump on top of, whoops, I missed, jump on top of here. So one thing that you'll notice is that when you jump, you can't turn. You're stuck with your momentum, as you would be in real life. You wouldn't really be able to turn or maneuver while you're in the air. You're just stuck with whatever momentum you had just before you went. And yeah, I think that's about it as far as the features so far. You're about to see something that I don't think is right. Yeah, okay. See, what happened there was wrong. don't know what I did to make it do that, but it used to slide nicely down the slope because the slope's really steep without me pressing anything, but for some reason it's doing a big jump. So I think I know what I've done. Also, you can see that this slope here is a bit steep, so it won't go up. That's another thing. Alright, we'll just go into first person view so you can just see exactly how smooth it is. It is very smooth. There's a couple of jitters that I've still got to get rid of, but the majority of the work of smoothing it is done. Alright, so here we are. You can walk around pretty smoothly, collide with things. You'll notice that it doesn't collide. It doesn't jitter when it collides. It's smooth. There's a little jump when you go over steps, but that's intended. It's sort of what I actually want. These steps, by the way, don't work. The reason is not because the character controller is stuffed. It's because I made the steps too small, and instead it just collides with the steps. As in, like, yeah, the steps are too small. So, okay, let's go up some hills. Smooth as. Alright, awesome. No jitters at all. You also notice now coming downhill, that'll be really smooth as well. And you don't get air, which is fantastic. Took ages to get that right. Also, another thing that was very difficult was, this is actually the 5th take of this video, because I'd kept finding new bugs as I was testing, and the FPS would change. And of course, you've got your app speed, and you combine values with app speed. I don't know why, but it was a really complex activity combining the values with app speed, because it didn't combine in like a normal way that I would usually do it. I had to divide by app speed in one point. I'm not sure why. I have a feeling that I might have multiplied by app speed somewhere where I shouldn't have, and then had to divide it or something. I don't know, but it works now. Hey, that's pretty scary. I don't know how it works, but it works. Okay. So yeah, you get the idea. And so I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but basically this whole controller is based off raycasts. The collisions are raycasts that are shot out everywhere. The gravity is, well, that's not a raycast, and yeah. So that's basically the idea behind it. My plan is now that if I'm standing, say, here, and I want to jump and grab onto the wall there, and I jump, if it was physics, I'd have to aim really well, and then it would probably have to adjust at the end so that the animations fitted properly. Oh, I've got to fix some of that jumping, it's a bit crazy. Alright, but now that I've got this, I can easily just, if I jump here, it'll detect where it wants to latch onto, and it'll create a path, like a parabola or something, that does not involve any physics whatsoever, and it'll be able to latch on, for example. Yeah, that's my idea. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe I'll release this when I'm done for everyone else to use. I reckon it'd be pretty useful. Yeah, thanks. See ya.